Hey people, it's me Tori and welcome back to my channel for another video. So today I'm going to be doing my first ever speed build with the new Sims 4 Werewolves game pack, which released yesterday on the 16th of June. So today I'm building a starter home because I want to try and build a new lot for all of the lots in this world. I make it sound like it's difficult. There's literally about 5 lots, so it shouldn't take me too long. But I just love building. Whenever a new pack comes out, I want to build. So today we are building a starter home in the new world of Moonwood Mill. Now for this home, I tried to make it as colourful as possible because we have some new stuff with this pack with some really amazing colour swatches. And for someone that always talks about how much they love yellow and how much yellow is my favourite colour, I make a lot of dull, bland and boring colour schemed houses. But with this new pack, we got this new roof texture, which is really cool because it's like partially see-through. A bit like the glass roofs that we got from the Sims 4 Seasons patch, I think it was. We have like a partially see-through roof texture. So part of it is that corrugated metal, and then part of it you're meant to be able to see through. And I think that's really cool, and I wanted to use it somewhere in this build. I think it's supposed to add to the spooky, run-down, kind of grungy aesthetic that we have going on. And you can see that I used it for part of this house. I made like an extension area, so it has a different siding. The main bit of the house has brick, and then the bit that's only on the first story of the house has this new wooden siding from the pack. We got 3 new wallpapers, and this was one of them. I decided on this bit of the house to use that new roof texture with the corrugated metal because I thought it looked really cool. But this new roof texture has a lot of different bright colourful swatches and they look really nice, but I didn't really know how to use it in this build because I struggle with using bright colours because if you use them wrong they can really clash. So I used this kind of bluey colour because it wasn't too much. I did try and use some blue wood on the doors though, because, you know, that makes it a bit different and interesting. I normally always use either just white or black, just very bland colours, because I find a lot of the colours, especially the wood swatches and stuff, they don't match, and it's very hard to kind of pull it off. So if you just use plain white or black all the time, it usually looks kind of good. But I was trying to branch out a little bit. I really love this desk that I've just put in the house, by the way. I think it's like a door desk or something. I don't know what it's called. But basically, it's like you had an old door and then decided to put that on top of a table to make into a desk. It looks really cute and fancy and, well, not fancy. Fancy is probably not the word I'm looking for. I like the upcycled desk. That's basically what it is. And I was struggling on what to do with the interior for this build. I started doing this build on a live stream. I was just going to do like a very short live stream playing with the Sims 4 Werewolves, and I still haven't done any gameplay yet. I feel like I say this every time I buy a new pack. Mind you, that has been a while, to be fair. I haven't bought a new pack since the Sims 4 Cottage Living came out last year, because we've had a lot of kits recently and I don't really tend to buy kits. I only have one kit, which is the Courtyard Oasis kit, and I didn't buy the Sims 4 My Wedding Stories because of all the reports from Game Changers that it was broken. Plus, I just wasn't really that excited about the pack, so I didn't get that one. So this is the first Sims pack that I've got in a while, and I'm just really excited to play with it and play with the werewolves. I love the fact that there's actually going to be some kind of lore in this pack, so I'm looking forward to it. It better be good now, is all I can say. Possibly thinking about doing a let's play of this on my channel. I feel like every time I say that, that is like the nail in the coffin, to be honest, because if I say that, it probably means I won't do it. But I'm in a recording mood right now. Currently, I've finished work an hour early today, so I've had like an extra hour to just do stuff. So what about if I record a video? That would be cool. I don't know why I always do this. On my days off, you know, the days where you think, okay, now I should record a video. Do I record them? No. Instead, I record a video on a day that I'm working, so I'm already doing stuff with my day. And then I decide, nope, you know what? I'm just going to make a video. And I used terrain tools in this build. I forgot that I did that. Not too much. I just created like a little hill. I haven't used terrain tools in The Sims 4 or The Sims 3 actually. Not that I've played The Sims 3 a lot recently, I kind of need to. I do like playing The Sims 3, but unfortunately I wasn't one of those people that grew up with The Sims 3, so it's not exactly the easiest for me to play, you know? I find The Sims 4 easier because it's just what I'm used to. However, I play The Sims 4 with the Sims 3 camera because to alt place objects in build mode, you have to use the Sims 3 camera, otherwise it doesn't work. So I just kind of learnt how to use the Sims 3 camera whilst playing The Sims 4. So I knew how to use the camera as soon as I went on The Sims 3, so that wasn't something that I had to learn, which is really good. But anyway, I was saying about terrain tools, I've not used them for a while, so I just wanted to have a quick go with it as like a refresher. Try and refresh myself on how terrain tools actually work. There is a knack to using terrain tools. I might possibly make a video on how to use terrain tools because to a lot of people they can seem very daunting and scary, and I use them occasionally and they're still daunting and scary, so I completely understand. But as this is a Sims 4 Werewolf speed build, I feel like I need to give some of my initial first impressions on what I've seen of the Sims 4 Werewolves game pack so far. So please bear in mind that I haven't done any of the gameplay yet. So I don't know too much about that, though from what I've seen it seems like the werewolves can pee on the ground and fight other werewolves and toddlers can howl. And also, there's a werewolf guy called Greg, who apparently every single simmer wants to make their sims woohoo. Okay, do as you wish. But I can give you my thoughts on Create a Sim and Build and Buy mode. I really like the aesthetic of all of the items. We don't really have many items with this kind of aesthetic. And the other day, my boyfriend watched my live stream and he said that he liked the items in this pack as well. So I'm just really excited to do lots of grungy themed builds with these items. You can see that I put a crate next to this bed because I thought it matched this rundown aesthetic. And then I put a brick texture on the walls and I put a painted mural because I thought that looks great and I want to include that in more builds. I feel like if you were going to do building, the packs that you could use with this build would be like city living, eco lifestyle. I feel like you could combine those and make this really amazing, grungy, industrial themed apartment. I think that would look so cool and I really want to do it now. I had this idea in my head the other day. I was saying it when I was doing my live stream that I actually want to create like a penthouse apartment for a werewolf who lives in San Myshuno. And you know the neighbors in San Myshuno can be kind of annoying. Like sometimes they'll party or they'll woohoo or they'll have an argument. Wouldn't it be so annoying to have a neighbor that just decides to randomly howl at the moon? Why not? So I might make an apartment or a penthouse for a sim that decides to howl at the moon. We'll make a werewolf apartment. I think that would be kind of a fun idea, so I will try and remember to do that at some point. I also want to do a build where I build with this pack an eco lifestyle and city living so that I can just use all the items that I want to and I'm not restricted by packs. So this build is just the base game and werewolves only. So if you bought the werewolves pack, then you can download this build, and it is technically a starter home, so it costs under 20k simoleons, so you can make your sim move in, and you will need to turn move objects on to get it to work, because I did use that cheat a lot. I find it impossible to build a house without the move objects cheat, unfortunately. And to make everything a little bit cheaper, I did cheat a little bit and I went into debug and got the live edit objects. There are some new live edit objects with this pack that are really cute, and I decided to take advantage of those and put them in my build and make it a little bit cheaper, but also not only is it cheap, it looks good too, and I think it's fully functional. I mean, I didn't playtest it, maybe I should have. My toxic trait is definitely the fact that I don't playtest my builds, I just upload them to the gallery, so I do apologise. One day, I might playtest my builds, but to me, I have a fair idea of what's going to be playable and what isn't, so I didn't feel like I needed to playtest it. I feel like everything should work, and I feel like this house also has everything that your Sims need to be able to live. There's a bathroom. It is a one-bedroom house, so there's just the one bathroom which can be accessed from the bedroom upstairs, which is like a little loft. You go upstairs and you're in the bedroom. And you can also access the bathroom from the bedroom. So you got basically everything you need in this house. You have a bath, you have a sink, you have a shower, you got a stove, you got a fridge, you've even got a microwave, you have a chair to sit in, there's a computer. That can be good if your Sims do writing or whatever. I think there's an easel upstairs. There's a new telescope outside because we recently got a sized down version of the telescope and that looks way better. So we've got one of those outside and there's some chairs to sit on. There isn't a barbecue, but you could add one if you wanted to. I don't think they're too expensive. And because I use the debug landscaping, it looks kind of pretty as well. Like, this house looks cute. I like the landscaping. And I did use some fun colours in here. The doors are in a teal colour. And I used a teal colour on the extension bit of this house. I feel like it's an extension. Maybe, I don't know. It's got a different roof texture on it. And it's got a different siding. So I feel like it's kind of separate from the main bit of the house. But this house is also kind of small as well. So I think small houses are good for starter homes because you don't have to worry about furnishing them so much. You know, you just put in one photo, one picture on the wall, and the house looks properly furnished. And also, it's not too expensive. It's just easier to make starter houses small. And also, it's a lot easier if you make your house on short wall height as well, because if you're going to build a house that has tall wall height, it's going to look really bad unless you do a lot of work trying to make it look good. And when you're doing a starter home, you can't really do that. And I also used from debug those pavings on the grounds just to add a little bit extra detail into this house. I put a smashed up mirror in the bedroom. I love it. I'm going to be using that in some grungy builds. Oh, another pack I think that would go really well with this one is Strangerville. I feel like they all have that kind of aesthetic, so I want to do some Strangerville builds at some point. But hey, we are onto the screenshots now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to like and comment and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I hope you have a really good day, and I will see you all next time. Bye everyone.